What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 52 of my Total Warhammer 3 Ikit Claw Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Shive has attacked Telakwa and destroyed Tic-Tac-Toe's main force yet again. Of course, the faction remains fairly strong and he still has plenty of work for him because they refuse to peace out. But at least we have a beachhead here in Telakwa, and it is another location where there's additional black corn, so that's nice if nothing else. In addition to that, we did attack the last remaining fortress of the Empire with charge log, defeating Karl Franz, and are about to destroy the faction apparently for good. I say apparently, or likely, I think, because I'm not sure if there's another little army hidden around here somewhere, but we do have to manually fight this. The goal for this episode, of course, being to get as much money as we can to use the last of our materials at sea, construction cost reduction. But anyway, charge lock, you're gonna really quickly, well, not auto-resolve this, because our poor Doom Wheels get killed by it, but we'll fight this at super speed, and then we'll have Throt do pretty much the same thing super quickly at Kislev, because there's no garrison there. But yeah, looks like we can get a lot of money out of these two. Alright, come on now. Oh, and nice, it looks like the warp lightning, the fire rain, nope, the Hellstorm rocket batteries are coming in as a reinforcement, which actually does work out quite nicely for us, as they won't be able to fire on us immediately. Let's set up our own warp lightnings like so, a little bit close, I guess, but whatever. The enemy doesn't have enough troops for this to matter, and we'll do this, and then we'll do this in front. I guess all the Doom Wheels can be in front, and then you guys can be in front as well. They have no artillery to fire. Turn off skirmish mode, and who's back here? Oh, the warp grinders. Okay, sure. Start battle. Alright, well, these guys are gonna get ripped apart. And warp lightnings and mortars. Fire, please. Looks like the mortars are gonna fire first, and then there go the warp lightnings. Alright, mortar is not being super accurate, but not surprising there either. I probably should get the Doom Wheels forward just in case the warp light or the enemy artillery moves in. We do have, what, 3 minutes until the enemy reinforcements arrive, though, because they are debuffed by our blue line, so we're still okay for now. I know I said I was going to super speed this, but I do enjoy watching the enemy get ripped apart by the mortars too much. So we can just watch this little tiny amount of units die. It's only going to take a minute or so. And there we go. Looks like they're all running now. Could have actually sent our Doom Wheels in to do a little bit of extra damage. Alright, you go. And let's see. 2 minutes until the artillery arrives. Okay, well, we'll get to them later. You three can move in. And we probably do want to kill as many of these units as we can. Also, you can do ballistics calibration here. And there we go. And can we pop a brass orb yet? No, we gotta get a little bit closer. Let's say like so. I don't technically need to cast anything. And oh, there's the enemy lord is here. I didn't even realize that. Gotta watch out for him actually damaging us. And cast, please. Warp lightning cannons can reach this, but hopefully they'll just kill the lord while we move alongside. You know what? Maybe we should get like Mickey and Minnie in here as well. Most of these enemies are dead after all. Alright, and do you want to charge it? No, these guys are still alive. Well, a couple of them are anyway. Ooh, and we do actually want the artillery to move far enough away so that we can actually destroy them. Ah, it looks like the enemy lord is out. And they're gonna shatter. Oh, okay, so this is one of those weird situations where we actually have to wait for the AI to move on to the field, because in reality their army has actually shattered here. Alright, that's kind of annoying, but I guess it'll give us time to kill all the rest of this at full speed, of course. And that enemy lord should be dead. There we go, down he goes. Doom Wheels, keep chasing, please. Ah, oh, a few of these units might escape. Alright, well, hopefully not many. And here come the... Wait, still another minute left, or... Huh. Wait. Oh, we can just go ahead and battle, okay. They don't actually have to move onto the field. Okay, that's interesting. So I take it that there's going to be this tiny little army remaining that is actually going to still... it's going to still be there. Though, if we sack this place... Perhaps not. Let's see. Ooh, I don't remember how much movement range we have remaining, but we do need money right now. Maybe if we sack the place and then move back in, the army that's standing outside the settlement will still be drawn in and then still be destroyed. Hopefully the Doom Wheels don't get screwed over against like 2 artillery pieces and nothing else. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Hey, 10 food out of that, not bad. Yes, sack the place and hope we can move in next turn. I just realized you have a plague as well. Hopefully we don't get that. That would be really unfortunate. And... that arm actually disappeared. Okie dokie, well, to Castle Von Rau can we go? Loot and occupy, and faction destroyed Reichland. Alrighty, well, isn't that momentous? I wonder if we can reach Wolfenburg here. It would be nice if these guys don't grab it next turn. We'll certainly get it ourselves. There's certainly stuff for BAK-BAK to take here. If nothing else, we could go to Norden and Salzenmund. I was thinking about getting another lord to do it, but I'd rather not waste the money right now. Alright, well, good for you guys. Next up, we have, you know what, let's move some heroes and do some moving stuff. I believe we have these 2 assassins that are trying to level up, so try to kill this guy. Alright, you have something of a chance to do it, and failure, and you try to kill this guy. This is even less likely to succeed, isn't it? Hey, you... okay. That one worked out. And then you are maxed out in Specialist. I do like the fact that you have Tough. I think we have enough points to get everything here. And still get Assassinate. Let's get Assassinate. Although Assault Units is probably still the way to go, but we can continue leveling, hopefully, at least for a couple more turns, before the dwarfs arrive in huge numbers. Alrighty, now, anybody else that we need to move? Forces, so Ikit Claw, you don't need to move. Morphific Shife, you're good. Corporal stuck where he is because of the damn elves. Throt is about to move. And sack Kislev. Plague Roll Gobside. Cyprus is out to sea until he dies, hopefully. And Bell Farmer. And Slicin is another Bell Farmer, so we're good. Alrighty, ooh, I suppose what we could do, though, is check on our... where are we here? Check on hero spawn. Just in case. So Packmasters, well, okay, we aren't looking for a new Packmaster right now. And Sorcerers, Warlock Engineers, what about Chieftains? Sharp Teeth, Tactic, okay, I don't particularly like any of these, but then again, where would we want to put a Chieftain right now, anyway? Yeah, take out the Sharp Teeth guy, at least one I want replaced. Alright, good enough, and we're not going to waste any more money on the rest. And since that's all that we had to do other than buildings, I guess it's time for Throt to hit Kislev, and I'm willing to bet this will also not be auto-resolvable, though we do have 2 points to spend. And we gotta remember to get that mod as well. Ooh, Mutagenic Elixirs is available in Stand or Die. Very nice, Throt, very nice. And what about the Packmasters? What are we at here? Level 7, so Tide of Death and Tide of Pox is available. We are waiting for Carrot and Stick, but the rest of the stuff is irrelevant. Do we possibly want to get Scavenge on one of you? I guess we'll get it on the second one. So let's level you up first, and get you thick-skinned. Wait. Yeah, and then we'll save the points for rank 9. No, in fact, we need to save points now, because we want Master Molder, and we want Carrot and Stick at the same time, and Tide of Death and Tide of Pox, so we can spend 2 points now, and we have to save 1. Okay, and then the same thing goes for you, other Packmaster. Tide of Death, Tide of Pox, Tail Weapon, Scavenge, and then save a point. And then Gorich, you are level 20. Let's get you your piston-driven claws, I guess. Ooh, or wait. Trusted Chieftain gives you area spell resistance, and I do like the loyalty faction-wide. Versus Norscan Fury. Oh man, these are both pretty useful. Make you personally more powerful? Nah, why not? We do always send you in to kill stuff, and then we'll get Guardian afterwards. It's not like Throt really needs this, though the Packmasters probably do. Either way, he'll level up in a turn, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Now, hit Kislev, would ya? And this is worth 28.4k, very nice. And if you sack it, would you be able to take it over after? I'm not sure. But I suppose it doesn't matter. And yes, oh, this might actually be worth fighting. Yeah, alright, we can fight this cinematically. I thought that the troops would be weaker, but 5 units of Zargard and a lot of armored Kossars. Alright, well, that makes me a lot happier, plus there's even an elemental bear in here. Very, very nice. Let's do this cinematically. Alrighty, here we go again with Throt's little monstrous Death Star. Incomplete as yet, but well, it's getting there. It's getting there. I don't imagine this battle is going to be all that much different from our battle against Prague, though I suppose this one's a little bit more important in the sense that once Kislev and Prague are gone, both of them, we have very much weakened this faction to the point that they probably can't build more than one stack at a time. They have very limited settlements, and obviously most of their money making would have come from these two. Plus, these were the two hard targets in terms of if there was a stack actually guarding them. And with them both fallen, Kislev is, well, not long for this world. Now, we're obviously going to break through the gate here. Unfortunately, I forgot to put Gorich in the stack. I do try to send him to the gate here eventually, but then just move him around. That was my bad. I got a little bit too excited to see these guys run in. Speaking of, here they go. The gate has been broken, and now it's time to see who we can hit here. The enemy is going to start their volleys from their... I think I'm controlling Gorich at this point. They're gonna start their volleys on their... Hello? Armored Kossars. Maybe the gate's not actually broken. There we go. Oh, wow, that was a heck of a leap, Mutant Rat Ogre. Wow, this guy jumps far. Okay, so he just belly flops to kill people. Okay, that's fun. That's real fun. Now, do they have the same weapons, or do they have slightly different weapons? I want to just see here. I think they have the same exact weapon. I do imagine that there should be at least some slight variety between the models, but I guess we'll see when we get some more of these. Anyway, obviously we have a decent amount of units here, and we're going to spread them out a little bit just to try to prevent the enemy from firing as much as we can. Throt is going to go after the Elemental Bear, and he's going to get some backup from, I believe, one of the Mutant Rat Ogres and possibly 2 Mutant Rat Ogres. Morskatar's Hellion is a little bit busy over on that side. We've obviously moved a bunch of our troops away from each other and have started summoning all the way up here, mostly just to distract as many enemy units as possible. Gorch is working, or started working on the gate, but then gave up and has started to join us, which is the distraction that caused us not to get stuck in immediately. Not that it's going to make much of a difference, mind you. A couple volleys from that unit of armored Kossars isn't going to make much of a difference. Oh, damn. 2 of our summoned Rat Ogres just got brought down by that enemy Lord, but here comes Morskatar's Hellion, who is now going to specifically focus that Lord down. Should be a decent fight, but I do probably want to give it to the Hellion here. In the meantime, that Elemental Bear has already been nearly destroyed by Throt and his 2 regular Mutant Rat Ogres. Looks like they're working through that huge HP pool fairly quickly, especially as there are no melee troops that are fighting together with this Elemental Bear. A little bit odd. These guys, I guess, are just leaving these armored Kossars to fight in range, but I think that they could have extended the use of this Elemental Bear quite a lot by fighting with it instead of watching it die. And then promptly, of course, getting charged themselves. And when I say charged, I mean belly flopped upon. And there we go. The Mutant Rat Ogres are going to deal with those units, or they're going to tie them up, and then, of course, Throt is going to do the same thing to any other unit that he can reach. Got a little bit staggered as he charged in, but he can always go after these unarmored Kossars as well. Plus, Throt has a lot of HP, and it's not like they're going to bring him down very easily. He's also popped his second summon, the second use of the Rat Ogre summoning, and they're going to be distracting even further units. Gotta appreciate the summonings, and this is why we probably want more Pack Masters in this army. It's not just the fact that they can reduce upkeep, but the fact that each one can summon 4 units of Wolf Rats coming in real handy. Also, not so summoning, as in our regular Rat Ogres are also into the fray now. They're all moving in, slowly filtering in through this one gateway, but they're going to be there soon, and they're going to start ripping things apart, or at the very least engaging things, so as to prevent them all from firing. I'm going to be starting on this unit of Zargard and this unit of Winged Lancers, both of which are holding the gate, but apparently not for long. And man, I can't believe we still have these two units of Skaven slaves in this army. Good job to them for staying alive. Alrighty, and Gorge has finally also joined the fray. I did miss him for those couple minutes that he wasn't able to come and help, and he's going to try to move behind the enemy line and gonna spin to win as quick as he can. And there we go, a little bit of extra damage on those Zargard, and we can see them pop as well. Very nice. Very nice, and let's see what we're looking at here. The balance of power is definitely in our favor now at about 75%. There's still a unit firing from up here up on the ramp, but our Rat Ogres with their speed should be able to reach them soon. Throt is still out front and distracting several enemy units, and the two mutant Rat Ogres back here have nearly killed this unit of armored Cossars. A little bit slow, considering that armored Cossars are a pretty fragile unit, all things considered. But hey, at the very least, they're not really getting hurt. Or at the very least, the armored Cossars with great weapons are extremely fragile. I guess these are the shielded variant as well. And there we go. Now it looks like all the enemy units that were holding the gate have been completely taken out. Our Thing, as well as our Rat Ogres, are now going to move in and hopefully tie up the last of the range units that have been firing at us. At least down here. There was still that unit up on that ram. That ram. But I hope that the Rat Ogres have gotten to that one too. Oh, I love watching the Hell Pit Abominations fight. Just gotta build a few more of them from the Hell Pit. And let's see what we got. Yes, indeed, those range units have stopped firing. Some more Zargard are moving in to help out against those Rat Ogres and against Gorge, who is apparently leading them. But we'll see how effective that is for them shortly. That is one towering Rat Ogre. There we go, and now he's facing off against Zargard, but it looks like the entire enemy army, though there are still some troops that remain, are now in by our blood and are getting ready to get off the field. Unfortunate for them, fortunate for us, I suppose, though we did take a little bit of damage to a few of our single target entities. Throt's a little bit beat up, and the Thing and the Mutant Rat Ogre. We do have, I think, at least one more use of Remoldered that we're going to use. And I do believe one of our Pack Masters also got kind of hurt. Yeah, this one. Moved in to summon some clan, or some, not some clan rats, but some wolf rats on top of the units that were fighting up here, and instead, unfortunately, got surrounded by Zargard. But otherwise, a few single entity units that are hurt is not a big deal. Throt and the Thing would actually heal themselves via regeneration over time if we were to let the battle go on, but there's no real need to, especially since we're about to take out Kislev and there doesn't seem to be any army nearby, so we're free to heal up. Anyway, decisive victory and no consequential losses, in fact no real losses, though the damage to the Skaven slaves I think was pretty severe. We're going to replace those eventually anyway, and once again, that's what they're there for. Alrighty, easy enough. One of the Pack Masters got hurt being surrounded by one of those Zargard units, but, you know, until they get their Brute Horrors, they're kind of a liability, to be perfectly frank, so hardly surprising. Now, we are obviously going to sack the place, and that's a nice amount of cash, putting us up to nearly 74k. Another free engineering student, another artifact hunter, and we are actually able to reach the place. Lovely. Loot and occupied it, keep it a tier 1. I'd love to keep the construction cost reduction, and frankly, I don't think... well, we can get furs here, but otherwise there doesn't seem to be a special building here, so yeah, we're okay. Alright, River Urskoy, you are going to go for expansionist planning as well, and there we are. We probably still want more Packmasters in this army though, don't we? I can decide whether the optimal number is 2, but then again they will reduce our upkeep costs for additional Hellpit Abominations, and we certainly want additional Hellpit Abominations. We'll just have to keep an eye on Packmasters that we actually like in terms of buffs. What do we have the current ones at, incidentally? You have Weapon Master +8 and +35, okay, not bad. And then you have Perceptive, yeah, the magic item drop chance, always helpful. Alrighty, and what do we have? Sharp Teeth. Worse than Weapon Master, Sharp Claws, same with you. Alright, in fact, let's summon another one, and we'll keep an eye on these. Oh, and we still need to get you a caster, don't we, Throt? Alright, can we get any casters here? We can get Warlock Engineers, we could get the... you know, Eshin Sorcerers might be a good idea with you guys as well, but we could put a Plague Priest in here for now, another Perceptive Plague Priest, for example, or a Cunning one. But then again, wait, can the Eshin Sorcerers get mounts of any type? Let's just double check here. You, Medable. Eshin Sorcerer, you cannot get a mount. Oh, that doesn't seem right. And then again, I suppose none of the Sorcerer, none of the caster units can get mounts that would fit in so well with the Molder army. What would the... let me just see here. Not you.
Master Engineer.
You, Plague Priest. So the Plague Furnace gives us what? The Billowing Death area of damage effect, which could be nice in a Molder Death Star. Does it give anything else? Or is that it? Not that that isn't sufficient, mind you. Plague Rush is just... it's just this thing... yeah, okay, that looks like that's it, I guess. Well, it does... oh, it does also give Contaminated in an area, which I suppose could be helpful in the Molder Death Star as well. Maybe we could go for the Plague Priest. The Eshin Sorcerer's too slow, I guess, for the Molder army. Molder army is going to be pretty darn quick, especially when we consider the fact that it will have the, it will have a lot of Brood Horrors. And the slowest moving units will be the Hellpit Abominations at 58 speed, and the Eshin Sorcerer. What does the Eshin Sorcerer move at? I'm just thinking Armor of Darkness would actually be pretty useful in this army as well. Your speed is at 42. Wait, what's the speed of the Plague Furnace? Just out of curiosity. It's also 42, huh? Okay, so they're identical, basically. Well, we can't have both casters in his army, damn it. Let's, you know what? Let's go with the Sorcerer for now, mostly because we can't summon Eshin units here. And then if we want to switch to an Eshin Sorcerer later, we'll do so. But yeah, it's wasteful not to have the ability to cast anything in this particular army after all. Alrighty, anyway, back to this. Now it's time to check out the buildings and build every single thing that we can. Oh, look, Hellpit's right there. Upgrade to tier 5, upgrade to tier 5, upgrade to tier 5, and... I guess the force-feeding chambers, so you still need to be upgraded, so we have to stay in expansionist planning for one more turn at least. Though, that'll have to be upgraded without the benefit of the materials. Let's see. Oh well. Alrighty, Plane of Bones. We should have enough money to upgrade everything. At least I hope that we do. Temple of Heimkill and Frozen Landing. You will both need walls up and running. And let's get you your Rattling Warrens as well. These are new territories, but they will need to be guarded from possible attacks from the north. You never know. You never know. Plus, rebellions could always happen. Alrighty, Altar of the Crimson Harvest. You get an upgrade. Northern Sylvania, Fort Oberstyre. Well, let's start with Castle Tempelhof. I mean, if we lose Fort Oberstyre, we lose Fort Oberstyre. And we're probably going to lose all those territories to Vlad anyway while we're fighting off the other stuff. Kasabar. We can't get covert choke points. We have to choose between additional growth. I mean, we'll get additional growth here. I'm talking back, you can delete that. Recruitment cost minus 10% for all units, minimum 1. This will give us a decent amount of money. Yeah, but we'll be able to upgrade this next turn anyway. So, you know what, just go for the City of Bronze. Warren of Bronze. Alright, Riverlinsk, you're maxed out. Krugenheim, you're up next. Good. Everything that we can get. And what do you want, Volksgrad? I guess you're going to want that Woodsman's Hut, and then we're going to basically be upgrading one of these every single turn, and then getting them all their walls. I'm just now wondering whether we'll actually be able to keep this place under control afterwards. I guess we'll see. Alrighty, Galbaraz, you're gonna want to wall. Oh, right, the bog mine. Bog mine's not bad. It'll take quite a while to reach this, but I do wonder if we'll get attacked at Galbaraz. I mean, it's very possible that we will. Yeah, fine, I guess we'll have to wait to build the bog mine. It does seem quite useful. It does provide a little bit of a garrison, though. But I think we need the walls first. It has to take priority, especially with the endgame coming. Pillar of Skulls and Tribe Slaughter, you're kind of in the same situation. Walls, 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 please. There we go. Alrighty, Blood River Valley, Bereg, Dewazbag, or Varenka Hills. They're both very likely to get attacked. Bereg Dewazbag is likely to finish its walls sooner, so it might be safer, but Varenka Hills is the one that's more likely to get attacked, so we'll start with this. Neither one will likely finish up anyway because of the turn limit we have. Anyway, what else can we upgrade here? I will get you the scavenge pile. Sure, probably should have gone with growth, but probably too late now, at least in this particular location. That's so near to Karazakarak. Alright, Zandri. You need oh, actually... You need pottery, but also walls, so we're gonna have to destroy that growth building there. Growth is pretty okay here anyway. And we'll replace it with the pottery. Alrighty, and we still have 38k remaining, lovely. Plague Abbey for you, and you are now maxed out, so we can switch you to exploitative planning. And you're making okay amount of cash. I mean, we could switch some of the stuff to military buildings if we wanted to, but we're looking pretty okay right now. Altdorf, yes, tier 5, beautiful. And think we'd get all the way up to tier 5 this soon. And well, I guess you need to keep expansion as planning though. Alright, fine. Alright, that was Reichland. Blightwater, you're up next. Keep building that Bell Foundry, / Taskmaster's platform, / whatever version, yeah, it's Bell Foundry, of the particular building it is. And do we need to build anything else here? Yeah, keep building both of these, so that's fine. Western Badlands, you have one tiny little growth building at Ekrund, and that's about it. Alrighty, so we still have 28k remaining if we wanted to use it on something. The question is, do we just save it, or is there something that we could be using it on? Now, I don't think we need any additional lords right now, though if we wanted to, we could, say, get one at Castle Tempelhof and try to hold it. Rather than allowing these locations to fall. Not that, once again, we care about these locations, but, Although, ooh, you know what? We could take a look at some of the Undercities. We're not building stuff at Carrick Dromar or Oakenhammer, for example, and it would be pretty cheap to just get a little bit of food from them, if nothing else. Probably not worth the money making or anything else, and honestly, we probably don't care about Undercities spreading in this location anymore, really at all. Alright, well, let's check out the other Undercities then. Conquata... Ooh, wait. How many turns do we have until the Undercity expanded? 2 turns, okay. Conquata. You are at 60 out of 100, eh? So, unfortunately, that means we can't build the raiding camp here, because it's a plus 80. Well, that's a shame. And we could build a scavenger... No, we can't. That'll put us at exactly 100. I mean, we could build the scavenger raiders if we really wanted to, or just in case we could keep it at 60 out of 100 in case they build something there. Just don't risk it. Alright, anywhere else there we have Undercities where we don't have anything built? Or at least nothing we want. Tariff Crack, we could probably max you out, actually, with the Ratkin Mafia. You're generating decent amounts of cash. We'll probably actually want to delete the mine shafts here shortly. In fact... Do we delete it right now? No, I guess it could still spread to Fort Straghoff. Well, we could probably delete that and then later replace it with the raiding camp. Additional money, additional food, additional everything. It's a pretty good building. But we can't have it together with the subterranean pit, and I believe that's all of these places now. Oh, wait, Shard Bastion, didn't even see you. Now let's get you a Scavenger Raiders, and let's get you a spready thingy. Subterranean pit. Ugh, -2. -2 is steep, I gotta say. And Silver Tower of Sorcerers, yes, we will be building those Thieves' Hidey Holes there, but for now, it's not worth it as it's not generating enough cash. Alrighty, Lord not moved, which Lord is not moved? It's Corpable, right? No, it's Ikit and Corpable, okay. Unassigned skill points, we don't care. Hero not moved, we've moved. Garrison Lords are fine. And I guess it's time to end the turn. Now, can we get attacked anywhere? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it at any rate. Queek, stay outside Karak-Azul for the Karak-Azul dwarfs to spawn. And I guess we're good. I don't think we can get attacked. Alright, end turn. And if we can, I guess we're about to find out. Imric. Where the heck is Imric from? Black Iron Mine. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we could... Huh. Oh, that's unfortunate. We couldn't even see him come up. I suppose we could slightly damage his army by fighting this. We'd have to fight to the death, of course. Our towers might be able to kill a few units. Honestly, this doesn't feel like it's even worth the effort. Although, if he sends the eagles in by themselves, they'll die. We obviously can't even hurt him. This is a kind of a garbage garrison. Alright, you know what, let's manually fight this super quick, just to see if we can do a little bit of damage. And we don't have Warp Bomb available, so it's unlikely, but hey, who knows, maybe we can catch... Oh, we're not even going to be able to kill any Shadow Warriors, are we? No, it's a waste of time, isn't it? And I have to move my cat at the same time. You know what, Skryre, just let him have it. We can have Queek retake it.
Cowards answer to me.
Sorry about that. Cats have to be moved sometimes. Alright, that's fine, and you're going to occupy it. Well, isn't that swell? Queek's probably only like 2 or 3 turns away, though at the same time, the Karak-Azul dwarfs are still gonna spawn there. So if he moves to attack... Huh. That's an interesting question. What the heck is this? What are you doing, AI? Okay, well, that's also a waste of time. And we have a free brass cleaver for us. Why, thank you. That was just real nice. Let us get the free food, I guess. Can't go wrong with free food. I can't believe that the AI did that. And yet, in some ways, I can. Alright, well, I was both right and wrong about us not being able to be attacked anywhere, because, well, we couldn't actually see Mr... Damn. Attrition again on Garth? That's annoying. Mr. Imric. Alrighty, well, we don't have much of a choice here, but this is the last turn. What's his... Oh, his loyalty is actually at 8 out of 10. I mean, we can max it out. One more turn of attrition. I guess. Screw it. One more turn. And BAK-BAK the lethal. Ooh, yes, we need to fix his loyalty. Send help. Yeah, that's fine. And, hey, a caravan. More money. Swell. Confederation Jade Custodians in Northern Provinces. Settlement Lost Black Iron Mine. Grimgore's Ardboys and the Slaves. Oh, that's real interesting. Oh, whoa, he didn't move his army because of that. Oh, no. He should have moved last turn. Well, I guess BAK-BAK's gonna get himself a nice fight. The Orkbor Boy Biggins are gonna be kind of threatening to this army, but this should be a nice cinematic fight without this. Alright, Confederation, there's that brass cleaver, and Summer receives plague, which settlement? Don't be a Skaven plague. No, it's just Festus's Bebos. Oh, and now, of course, he claims Worthlenberg. I guess he wasn't trying to claim it before because, Undercity destroyed... Oh, come on now. Oh, because the faction got destroyed? Fair enough. Loyalty crisis averted, loyalty crisis averted. Okay, so 2 things. First of all, just out of curiosity, how much do you want for Wolfenberg? -8. You want 35k, that's not gonna happen. What about Middenstog? 9k, that's not bad. Middenheim? No. Budenwald? You were willing to give that for free. makes me suspicious, but okay. Why? Why, game? Alright, now, Wolfenburg... Now, what? I guess it's because it's a Chaos faction, they don't actually get any benefit out of these territories, maybe that's why? Well, free Wolfenburg, I'll take it. What about Middenstag now? Still at 2. What about Middenheim? That's a Dark Fortress, so he wouldn't give it to us, but... Middenstag? I'm willing to pay 8.8k for that, sure. Alright, well, these are all plagued up, but thanks, Festus. Much obliged, my friend. But yeah, they are pretty much completely useless to him, these territories, I mean, so... Yeah, even the gold is useless to him. Speaking of the gold, let's upgrade those Rattling Horns immediately, and we're also, by the looks of it, quickly running out of time, so if we're going to fight, we gotta fight now. First of all, Queek, ooh... You can reach Imrik. Oh man, which fight do we fight? You know what, I think we save the Queek fight for the next episode, because this is gonna be probably a much more difficult fight. Especially because, well, the dragon and the dragon princes and stuff. And oh yeah, we should get the... Before fighting, I should get the respec mod, because... Quake doesn't have the right skills. Alrighty, fine. We'll save that for the next time. I'll download the mod in between episodes then. And I guess this time we'll be fighting with BAK-BAK the Lethal. Though I suppose he also could use the mod, but I think this is viable enough so we can fight this right now. Just gotta be careful of those trolls killing us. But we do have the Rattling guns for that purpose. I think we got this, just gotta be a little bit careful. There we go. One more little cinematic fight, plus I've been wanting to get BAK-BAK the Lethal into some action. He has the Banner of Verminous Scurrying, Wayfarer and 45 speed? Oh damn. Oh wow, okay, I want to put this on like Throt. He's already incredibly quick, he's like 95 I think on that Brood Horror. In fact, BAK-BAK, let's put you to 138 speed. Yeah, I like that. We also want to cause fear and terror, let's say, on the Chieftain. And the Scarecrow banner is completely useless here. Yeah, obviously, once again, we're going to retool the items later on, but for now, let us fight. Alrighty, BAK-BAK the Lethal, former leader of another Skaven clan. Let's see what you got, buddy. Let's see if you're worthy to at least lead a force in ours. Now, we have deployed alongside this little depression, little crater, or whatever you want to call this, terrain feature. I was trying to decide whether to deploy here or here, but after some experience deploying over on this side in my Boris Ursus campaign, I've come to the conclusion that I like deploying here more than over there for some reason. Maybe it's because these guys advance too long through the trees and it doesn't give as much of a straight shot for the artillery. It's certainly something to think about. And when the enemy's down in this little hill, it's also easier to fire on them if you can get them trapped down there. Anyway, the setup here is pretty simple. Obviously, our catapults are going to be firing the entire time. We've got 2 units on each side of clan rats guarding the flanks, and then, of course, we have our clan rat spears guarding the center as well, together with the chieftain. In the center, we have our poison wind globadiers and our rattling guns together with their warlock engineer. These units are the ones that need to be protected, as they're going to be dealing all the damage throughout this battle, other than the catapults, of course. And then, of course, we also have the warlord BAK-BAK on his brood horde, which is going to help us out as we can deploy him extremely quickly, as we saw, to wherever he's needed to perhaps blunt a charge from the biggins to stop the trolls in their tracks, etc, etc, etc. Anyway, lots and lots of goblins in the enemy army, so we'll be bombarding those. Of course, it almost feels wasteful to be using artillery on goblins because they're so inconsequential, though I suppose if they're fighting clan rats are weak enough to still be threatened by gobos, so we probably still want to whittle down their numbers pretty significantly. They also seem to be milling around a little bit, but are now slowly starting to move towards us. They've also sent their biggins as well, or their boar boy biggins, as well as their pump wagons to the flanks. On both flanks, though fortunately we have these two units of clan rat spears within the trees, so they should have an advantage at fighting any cav that they run into due to the debuffs. Over on this side, no such luck, and unfortunately on top of that, the rattling guns are a little bit hampered by this hilly terrain, which likely means that they won't be able to directly fire on the enemies until we can get the enemies stuck in a better position. But we'll see. And here we go, here comes BAK-BAK to try to stop at least some of those orc boar boys from doing anything, and we'll try to get our rattling guns into position. Oh, it looks like the pump wagons, or at least some of the pump wagons, have crested the hill, taking a few shots from the rattling guns, but it looks like we're going to need to further reposition ourselves in a few seconds. Alrighty, well, more power to them, or more luck to them. In the meantime, over on this side, we have a squig herd who's getting focused down by the rattling guns, and the other squig herd that's getting focused down by our unit of poison wind globadiers. These squig herds in very, oh, damn it. I did not mean to speed that up. They're in very bad shape as compared to those boar boys. The rattling guns continue to fire at least from up here, and are now focusing down those trolls, and those pump wagons to the best of their ability should be fairly decently easy, as they're particularly effective against these units. As long as the clan rats, both summoned and regular, can hold, we should be fine. These are, I believe, non-summoned clan rats, but we will use a menace below here shortly to make sure that the enemy can't get through this gap. Also, the poison wind globadiers volleys seem like they hit really hard here. There we go. Taking a very decent chunk out of the HP of those trolls, and I'm sure the same will happen to the pump wagons shortly. And there we go, there's that menace below, just once again to block off the enemy. Continuing assault from the enemy goblins, as well as their elites in relatively small numbers, but it does seem to still be going well for us. Over on this side, another unit of trolls getting absolutely destroyed by our rattling guns, and even some rattling guns over on this side firing into the sides of the enemy boar boys. I was a little bit hoping that the boar boys would be considered tall enough for the rattling guns to fire over their heads when they're attacking clan rats. Actually, a little bit surprising that they can't, because I mean, this feels like there's plenty of range here. I do wonder if a unit like a handgunner would be able to do that or not. I feel like a Jezzail definitely would, though I could be wrong. Who knows? Interesting. Well, at least some of these guys that are exposed will die, and in fact they're about to rout. Anyway, BAK-BAK's also doing a pretty good job holding back these orc boar boys over on this side, and has actually done a lot of damage to them as well, managing to kill 20, one of them by himself, and he does have that sort of anti-heroes and potion of healing to keep him up and running. Otherwise, it looks like the battle is very much going in our favor. The enemy was unable to break through the flanks here due to the power of those clan rats, and then the middle portion of the enemy army got absolutely wrecked by our rattling guns and our poison wind globadiers. Very nice, everybody, very nice. And it looks like more and more units are trying to run away. Some of those squig herders are coming back, but probably not for long. Alright, charge directly into those spears there. Anime Lord is trying to run away as well, and let's see if he goes down to that rattling gun volley. Very, very close. He has a tiny amount of HP, but it doesn't matter at all because the rest of his army routs together with that. And there we go. BAK-BAK's debut is a successful one. He did have to rely on relatively weak clan rats, but I'm still happy for him, and I'm sure he'll get quite a bit stronger when we retrofit his army slightly, as well as give him some proper point attribution with the one-button respec. I still haven't decided what kind of army BAK-BAK has. He just has a generic army from whatever we could cobble together. But I'll have to give that some thought here. Anyway, we'll save that for another time, and until he builds more stuff that'll allow him to recruit more different types of units. Alrighty, nice little battle. Of course, the enemy was in march stance, so that they never really stood a chance, but still fairly fun. Most of the losses, of course, being confined to the clan rats, and that is as it should be. Now, I guess probably want to heal up a little bit for this, because we do want to take care of Vrag? I was confused those two. Yeah, heal up. I want to say Vrag. Damn it, it's Vlag. Of course it is. It was a 50-50 shot. Alrighty, enemy killed in battle. Yes, and BAK-BAK, can you reach this place? Well, you can heal up a little bit. I imagine you should be able to reach it next turn, right? Yeah, by the looks of it you can. Alright, so that's fine. You can stay here, heal up a tiny bit. In fact, wait. I do have to wonder, would you have been able to reach it from Tribe Slaughter? Because we could probably heal more by being in our own territory. I hope so. We're gonna move here, and I'm gonna hope that we can heal and still hit this in one go. Worth it? Maybe, maybe not. It looks like we can, so yeah. And then we'll obviously take that next turn, and then it'll be on to Uzkalak, and then we'll have to try to use Uzkalak to hold off the tide of orcs. I'm not entirely sure where Grimgor's powered up stuff will spawn, but I have a feeling it's going to be at Saber Mountain, so there may be like a dozen orky stacks moving through these territories. We may even have to fall back with BAK-BAK. Alternatively, maybe try to hold Carrick Doom against them. I guess we'll have to wait and see, A, where they spawn, and B, what they'll do. Unfortunately, for this time, we are once again out of time. We're basically ready to end this turn as well, or at least we will soon be. There isn't really much to do in terms of fighting, and mostly moving around, so next time we'll go through the end turn, and then possibly the last turn, and watch the enemy spawn. I guess we'll have to see. Once again, I'll get the mod, and then we'll obviously be getting the Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords mod right after the endgame spawns as well. So interesting times to come. Stay tuned for them. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.